today Nintendo announced the Nintendo Switch OLED or OLED model. I think everyone was expecting a Nintendo Switch Pro, which would, make the Switch more powerful, more robust, faster, better graphics, yada, yada, yada. But what we got was not that. The Nintendo Switch OLED model is a slightly sleeker, prettier model of the same exact thing. It's got a 7-inch screen. It's a little bit bigger. Nintendo has made it very clear that this has better colors and sharper contrast, and it's got a larger sort of back deal to set it up in tabletop mode, backstand or whatever. Which the original model has a pretty flimsy one. This one looks much nicer. The whole thing looks a lot sleeker, looks a lot more modern, and a little bit bigger. So it's gonna be a little bit heavier. A little bit easier on the eyes. Those OLED screens are very, very nice. They have much better blacks, so it's going to have a much nicer light and dark contrast. But beyond that, there's not a lot of improvements, and there's no speed or power improvements. There is a larger 64 gigabyte internal storage space, but with micro SD expansions, it doesn't really matter that much. And this will cost $350 US dollars instead of $300. So it's a little bit more expensive for a prettier screen, but not really any more computing power. So this is cool, but it's also a little bit of a letdown. I know that people looking for something that would just perform a little better are going to be disappointed, but it is going to be make games look prettier and just a little bit more screen retail space. Never hurts. So that's the long and short of this whole concept of the Switch OLED model. It comes out on October 8th, the same day as Metroid Dread, which is the new 2D Metroid game, the first Metroid game in 19 years to be a 2D game, and a little holdover until we get our Metroid Prime first-person shooters. So that comes out the same day. There's a red and blue model, and then there's also a black and white model, which actually looks really cool. I really like the black and white model. I'm going to try to get my hands on one so that I can review that for everyone. But you know how hard it is to get hardware these days, and I don't know. I probably can't get a review unit, but you never know. We'll see. But basically, if you're playing Nintendo Switch already, this is nothing new. This is just a prettier screen. It's not more powerful. It won't run, Zelda or Fortnite better than your basic Switch models. I don't know if it will have the same Joy-Con drift problems either. That's a big concern. Joy-Con drift remains one of the black marks on the Nintendo Switch to this day. But hopefully it will have improved with this model. You never know. That'll be the big question mark going forward. And, any improvement is great. Maybe we'll get a Switch Pro down the road. I think Nintendo probably wants to keep the models all running pretty much the same performance-wise. But I would personally like a Switch Pro because I just find that games like Fortnite and other games just don't perform quite as well as I would hope. Even in handheld mode, the frame rates are a little lacking. I find that I play, if I'm playing Fortnite on a Switch, I am not going to play as well as if I'm playing on PlayStation or PC or whatever, or Xbox. Anyways, that's the OLED model. October 8th, $350. We'll see if Nintendo can keep up with demand. I'm sure this will sell like hotcakes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.